just because I see a lot of instability and
Yes.
poor signings, and
Yes.
they've lost.
Oh my god.
Like, I mean, a lot of pressure is on him.
I know a lot of. He needs to deliver the Champions. What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Chatbox podcast, and we are joined once again, with my good friend Arvin. How you doing?
Pretty good so far. I'm excited for this prediction.
Yes.
A lot of stuff to say. Let's see.
Yeah. So we're gonna be doing a Premier League prediction, and for those of you listening on Spotify, what we've got right in front of our screen is a tier list, split into 6 different categories, starting from relegation, 18 to 20, bottom half, which is 13th to 17th, mid table, 8 to 12, Europa League and maybe Champions League qualification, which is 5, 6, and 7. Then the Champions League qualification spots 2 to 4, and then obviously champions. So that's how the tier list is categorized for those on Spotify. If you want to watch it, you can check our YouTube channel, Football Chatbox, youtube.com/Football Chatbox. And if you're new, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're going to be looking into, we're going to be doing this tier list both individually, but I'll keep switching between the two for those who are watching this on YouTube. So who wants to go first? How do we do it? How do we decide this?
So are we starting from the bottom, right?
Yeah, we'll start from relegation. You want to go first?
Actually, do you want to go from the top, because it's kind of expected who's gonna
win? Oh,
gonna...
okay. Yeah, we can, but then that leaves everything. I don't know.
Okay, let's start from the bottom.
Let's go from the bottom always. Relegation. Yeah. Okay, let's start relegation. I'm just gonna, for reference sake, I'm also gonna have the Premier League, like last season's table, up next to me, because I think that might also be helpful.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, let's start from bottom. Who wants to go first? Do you want to go first, or?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay, let's go. Who is your 18 to 20?
20th.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, 20th would be Bournemouth.
Yeah, I would agree with that as well.
Bournemouth, it's usually teams that are promoted that usually fails first.
True, but they are in a very bad state.
They're in a very bad state, and they're reliable goal scorer Solanke.
Yeah,
and he hasn't done that well in the Premier League. So yeah, Bournemouth for me for sure.
Fair enough.
Bournemouth will get relegated, but I don't know if it'll be 20th, but for sure.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to. What the clubs we add here doesn't necessarily mean it's like 20th, 18th. It's like in that gap. So we think there's somewhere there. It makes our lives also somewhat easier, because there are things that could change during the season. Your other two, or do you?
Okay, yeah, let's go other two as well. Other two would be. Okay, this is gonna be hard, but I'm gonna say Everton.
Ooh, I see where you're coming. Yes. I still think they'll have a difficult season. Yeah,
they'll have a really, really difficult season. Yeah. I see Lampard getting sacked again. Probably somewhere in December.
Will he be the first manager to get sacked?
Probably, yes. Yes. I see Tuchel also getting sacked this. Tuchel might not, because it's a new manager. New owner. But yeah, I see Tuchel probably at the end of the season could be sacked.
Yeah, I can kind of see that as well.
Yeah, but Lampard probably by December he probably might get sacked. Or even Eddie Howe.
Yeah,
might also get sacked.
Eddie Howe. I still think Eddie Howe will. This season he'll continue. I don't think he'll get sacked.
No, I'm saying because he's expected now to get in the top 10.
Yes.
With
and
Newcastle.
If they don't get in the top 10, you're saying? I think
they don't, they will. But if they obviously see themselves in bottom five, probably in somewhere in February.
But then that's a different story.
Then it's a different story. But I don't see them. But I see Eddie Howe somehow getting the sack.
Okay, that's a completely so now we're going on a tangent. Okay, but we kind of agree in terms of the. I get because when I meant by tangent, I meant the whole sacking.
Yeah.
That's like another video for itself. As well.
Yes, but yeah, Everton.
Yep.
Will be in the bottom 3.
Yeah.
They still haven't replaced Charleston.
Yep.
And also they got hammered by an American team.
Everton, right? Yeah, 4-0 they
Yeah,
lost to
4
Minnesota
0.
United, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, that team. So it kind of says that they haven't done much in terms of signings as well, and the
They
players that they have aren't exactly good
yeah,
quality to keep them up.
they haven't I don't think they've strengthened enough compared to the season they had last season, like, which is a disaster. But yeah, we'll see. I am not like, I don't think too much of Frank Lampard as a manager. I don't think he's that great, to be honest.
Mm.
Like, I think Steven Gerrard is a much better manager.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, we'll see. And your final team?
It's between two. It's either Leeds or Southampton. Because I don't know, Leeds lost two of their key players from last season.
Yeah, Calvin Phillips and Rafinha both gone.
Yeah, and they don't have a reliable goal scorer. And with Branford being injury prone, it's going to be tough for them.
Yeah, if Bamford gets injured, then it's going to be a very hard one. Yeah, I agree with that.
But and the other one would be probably Southampton. No notable signings so far. Going into the season last year.
Yes.
And their first 5 matches are really tough, which would leave them in shambles early on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's either gonna be Leeds or Southampton, but I'll go with Leeds.
Southampton have made, who have they got? They've got a couple signings that they've got in.
They've got like signings are like very young. They've got potential.
Yeah.
But they're new to the Premier League, so let's see how they do.
Who, Southampton? Or the signings, you mean?
The signings.
But they have a good manager. I'd say that.
Yeah, because of that good manager. Yeah. Because of the good manager, I might give them 17.
Okay, so you're going Leeds then.
Yeah, I'm going with Leeds.
Oh, Leeds are going down. All right. So that's Ara's predictions. Let me go to my one. Switch over. Let me turn this off. And yeah. All right. So for me, I agree with Bournemouth. I think they will end up in relegation. Scott Parker's recent quotes, he said that they are much more weaker than they were 2 months ago.
Okay, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, exactly. That's not a good sign. So that means you basically admitted that you're basically about to get relegated even before the season has started. So I expect them to go down. Everton, oh man, they've lost Richarlison. If Calvert-Lewin gets injured, it's a big problem.
Yeah.
So I can see why you would say Everton as a club to go down.
Also, Calvert-Lewin is the only main
goal scorer kind of.
Yeah, main goal scorer and data in the team, so it's easy to contain just one guy.
Yeah.
Who can provide you the goals.
Yeah, like the more I think about it, I kind of understand where you're coming from.
And also their defense isn't I don't see their defense being.
It's not that solid. No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm just going to see.
Like,
go ahead.
That team, I would see getting hammered by the top 11 teams in the Premier League.
Yeah, I'd agree. They've signed Tarkowski from Burnley, which isn't too bad, but I don't know how much of a good signing that is, and they need more signings, more quality players, I would say.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be another hard season for Everton. Will they get relegated?
Look, they still have time to sign the players. So if they sign decent players who have proven in the Premier League, then I don't see them.
For me, I look at it and I'm like, yeah, I get what you mean. These teams are like, when you look at all the other teams, you go like, maybe these guys they had just enough to avoid relegation kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd probably agree as well. They're dancing with fire, Everton, and I think they might end up getting relegated. That's what I'm also thinking.
Who are you going to put before is at Everton?
It was between them and Southampton, interestingly.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think Southampton have been toying around too much with that bottom. Where did they end up last season? 15th.
15th, right? Yeah. So they were close.
Yeah.
They were really close.
They just narrowly got 40 points. And I think it's just like they're toying too much with it. And which is why I think they might also... I think Leeds might slightly...
Even Leeds suffered last season as well.
I know, that's the thing.
That's why I'm putting them in the bottom three, because they were really close in relegating.
It's between Leeds and Southampton in terms of who will get relegated. Now, I look at it. Let me just look at Leeds. Have they made any decent signings? Leeds, I think they kind of can do, like, they bought in a couple of players from RB Salzburg. So we'll see how they do. I still think.
But they lost two of their key players.
Yes,
key
I
players who
agree.
made a massive difference.
Yeah. So, but
and also they don't have a reliable goal scorer.
Yeah, apart from Bamford.
But if Bamford he's injury prone.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, they have Rodrigo and all, but he's not really a reliable goal scorer. I think it'll be between them and Southampton, probably.
Yeah.
I can't. I've also been thinking it'll be a tough season for Forest because they've lost a lot of players in terms of that got them to the Premier League. It's a brand new, fresh squad. But I think their manager is pretty good.
Because the manager is pretty good, and he did well last season in the FA Cup. He managed the team really well in the FA Cup, beating Arsenal.
So I think that would keep them.
I would still think they'll be like in the 16th, 15th position.
Somewhere there. Okay, I'm gonna go with Southampton because I think Leeds might. I think it's between Southampton and Leeds, and I think Leeds might just have just enough if they can keep their players fit.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, I agree with the. I think the Bournemouth shout is pretty strong. Yeah.
Yeah, Bournemouth definitely. Yeah. They get it.
All right. Do you want me to go bottom half or?
Yeah, you go bottom half first.
Okay. So, bottom half, which is 13 to 17. I am going. So this is in no particular order, but we'll see if we can keep it. I'm gonna go. So 13, 17 is. That's 5 teams, right? Yes. Just my maths. I'm gonna go Forest, who will be there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Leeds because I thought they were gonna be toying with relegation anyways. I am gonna go Wolves.
Yeah, I agree.
They have lost Jimenez as well now for injury. I think that could be a tough season for them.
Who's the manager?
Bruno Lage.
He was the same manager who replaced Nunes, right?
Yes, I think so, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. But they haven't looked well. They have a really kind opening run, but I don't know what the loss of Jimenez is going to do for them. And
have they signed anyone?
I think they sent their replacement striker on loan or something like that. So they have Neto and Podence there, but they're not recognized. I wouldn't say they're out and out strikers.
No,
they have Huang Hee-chang, I think, but he alone might not be enough. We'll have to see. I think Wolves will be another team. I won't be surprised if Wolves also end up fighting relegation.
I
see have good players though. But that's
to be honest, I see 7 teams fighting for the relegation. 7 teams.
I'm just 6 saying that I'm saying here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying I only told this bottom 3 because it kind of looks like, okay, they might get it because of the last season's performance. But in reality, I see 7 teams fighting for relegation.
Could be, yeah.
I think from position 16 to 19 would be a difference of
a couple points.
2 to 4 points.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Maybe 2 to 4 points.
Something like that. Yeah, could be. Yeah. It could be tight. So I've got 3 teams there. I need to add another 2, right? I'm gonna go with Fulham.
Yeah. They're gonna be my next team.
Yeah. And then I'm also gonna go with 13th. Who will be good for this? Brighton. I'm going.
No, not Brighton.
They've lost Bissouma. Shit, I forgot about Brentford. Okay, yeah, sorry.
They lost Ericsson, who kind of helped them.
Yeah. Brentford. Agreed. I completely forgot about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, these are my 5 teams. So I got Forest, Leeds, Wolves, Fulham, and Brentford in no particular order, by the way. Just they will fit in that bracket somewhere between 13 to 17.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that Forest is finishing 13th and Brentford are finishing 17th. That's not the case, but yeah. Okay, so that's mine. Let's switch over back to you.
For me, for me, I'm sure that between 15 to 17th would be Fulham, Southampton, and Nottingham Forest.
Okay.
No, actually, it might not be Nottingham Forest. No, I'll take that back. Fulham, Southampton, and Brentford.
Yep.
Because I see Fulham also fighting for relegation.
Ooh, brave call.
Because they made a few good signings.
Yep.
And their reliable goal scorer Mitrovic,
He's pretty good, I would say.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
He has done well in the Premier League before. So as long as he's fit and he scores like he did in the Championship, then they'll survive. But I still see them being close to relegation.
I'd agree. They've lost Harry Wilson for injury. I don't know how long he's out for. I need to check on that. But
okay, that'll be a massive.
Yeah,
that's a massive blow.
He was one of their main creative assets as well last season.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd agree with that. And then your other two.
So from 13 to 14, it definitely Brentford.
Yep.
No, wait, I did say Brentford.
You said Brentford.
Right? Yeah. Wolves. Yeah, Wolves. Like you said, they might be struggling since they lost Jimenez and stuff. I don't think Nottingham Forest will be. Okay, it could be between Nottingham Forest and
Okay, while Arvin is actually looking up to see who is gonna put. Hold on, say that again.
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. Ooh, interesting.
Did they make any new signing?
They did. That's what I thought. Like they've got let me actually get you Aston Villa's signings that they've made. So they've got they signed Boubacar Kamara. They also signed, where is this? Okay, here we go. They signed Kamara, obviously Diego Carlos.
Okay.
He's pretty good, I would say.
Yeah.
Coutinho has been agreed fully. Robin Olsen from Roma. Ludwig Augustinsson. I don't know who he is though, but I know Diego Carlos and Kamara are pretty good players.
Yeah. Look, Aston Villa has been doing well. They did well last season. And they've been doing well in the preseason as well. So I'll probably go. Yeah, I'll go with Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest. Okay, Forest. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So what's the differences between the two? It's just Leeds, right?
Yeah.
It's just Leeds and Southampton that split bottom.
Only different.
Yeah, from 13 downwards. Okay, now do you want to continue with mid-table?
Yeah, let's go with mid-table.
Yeah. So you had Leeds. Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at the correct one. Yep. Okay, go ahead. Mid-table 8 to 12.
8 to 12. Yeah. I'll go with Crystal Palace.
Yep.
They did well last season.
Yep.
And they've been performing well during the preseason as well. Patrick Vieira has done a good job with the team. They still have the same core team.
Yep.
And they've got good players as well, so they'll finish 12.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Even if they finish in the top 10, I won't be surprised.
Yep, fair enough.
Yeah. So for me, Crystal Palace will be 12. Who could be learned? Newcastle might be in the 11th or 10th position, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I'll go with Brighton. Okay. Because they lost Bissouma.
Yeah, they've lost Bissouma, and they potentially might lose Cucurella as well. By the looks of it.
So that's a big thing. Yeah. So yeah, then I'll definitely go with Brighton.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace might even end up being better than Brighton.
Yeah.
But because they did really well last season, I'll still give them the edge.
So you're saying Crystal Palace or Brighton? You're giving the edge basically.
No, I say Crystal Palace. Yeah, I'll give Brighton the edge because they did so well last season.
Okay.
Even though they're losing Bissouma and the other guy, I still give them the edge.
Yeah.
10 will be Newcastle.
Yep.
They made really good signings this year.
Botman is a pretty good signing. I'd agree for defense. Yeah. So
yeah, I see them finishing somewhere top 10 as well. Because last year it was Brighton and Wolves who were in the top 10. So
yeah.
So now I see them being out of top 10. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Newcastle definitely has a
Yeah.
good chance now
Yeah.
of finishing this thing. And then Leicester City,
They haven't made a
number
single
9.
signing, I think.
They are messing on signing.
Yeah.
If they're going to be rely on Vardy, just go and stuff, I think
They've got Daka,
that's
which isn't too bad, but they haven't made any fresh signings, which is what.
yeah.
We'll have to see how they do, I guess.
They're either going to be a hit or they're going to just fall off the top 10.
Yeah. I mean, top 10 still not too bad for them, I would say,
Yeah.
right now.
No, it's still not too bad, but I don't see them going past. They'll be somewhere around the top.
Yeah.
In the 10th, 11th position and stuff. Is it all?
No, you've got 8 to 12, right? Oh, 4 teams, sorry. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, that's good.
8, 9, 10, 11. No, you got to give me one more team, sorry.
Oh, if I didn't. Who am I missed? Aston Villa.
Okay, Aston Villa.
Yeah, Aston Villa would be, Aston Villa would definitely finish in the top 10 this season.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely top 10.
All right. Sweet. So that's yours. Now that you've thought about ranking them as well, I think I have to kind of give a somewhat ranking of mine as well. So I had Bournemouth, Southampton, and Everton in relegation. I thought I had Forest, Fulham. I think they'll do decent. Brentford. Yeah, I think Forest at about. I think Wolves at 13, Forest at 14, Fulham 15.
I think because Forest they've signed Lingard as well.
Yeah.
I see Lingard performing.
Yeah, that's the
season.
thing.
So they might do better than Wolves.
Ooh, could be. It's somewhere there. Yeah, I would put them one of the two.
Plus, they play a back three.
Yeah.
And I see teams doing well. New teams doing well if they play with back three.
Interesting.
So they might be better performing than Wolves this season.
Fulham, Brentford, and Leeds. I think Fulham might actually do better, but we don't know. We'll see.
They'll be close to relegation.
Yeah. Now that's my order. Now mid-table. Okay, mid-table 8 to 12 for me. In 12th, I would probably go for me. I think it'll be Brighton. Mainly because they've lost Bissouma. They've lost. They're going to be losing Cucurella by the looks of it. Who else did they lose? I think they lost someone else as well. Let me just check. Bissouma and Cucurella potentially. No one else significant, I would say. So we'll have to see. For me, I think Brighton 12th. In about 11th spot, I would probably put Crystal Palace over there.
Yeah.
I think they've done. I think Patrick Vieira is a pretty good manager, doing well.
Yeah.
They're actually doing well in preseason as well. Zaha is on flying Palace. Yeah, he's flying on fire basically. So I think he would be there. I would then after that probably put This is where it gets very interesting.
Yeah, see, I'd say between Aston Villa and Newcastle, and Leicester City, they could finish. It's gonna be them battling for each of the best position on the table.
Yeah,
in the top, in the mid-tier table.
I'm gonna put Newcastle.
Yeah,
at 10th.
Yeah,
I think they've made good signings, but I just think that Leicester and Aston Villa have better players than Newcastle overall.
Yeah.
So I just think that'll edge the other two clubs over them. I'd go with Aston Villa next, and then Leicester in like 8th.
I think Aston Villa will perform better than Leicester this season.
Ooh, that could be a case. That actually could work. I think it's between those two. Might I think switch. I'm not really sure where. So that's why that's why we're doing this whole tier list, because we're just saying they'll finish in a bracket in this area, not exactly in this position.
It's a good thing we're doing a tier list. And not give an exact position.
Yeah. So there'll be somewhere there. So that's my list. Now, okay. How are we going to do? This is the now we get to the interesting part. The Europa League 5, 6, 7 qualification spots.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go West Ham first.
Yeah, West Ham.
In 7th. Do you want to put yours in 7th? Or do you want to go one by one? Shall we do that?
We'll go one by one, yeah.
Okay. That's mine. Let's go to yours. Okay. Go
Seventh
ahead.
for me is West Ham as well.
West Ham. Okay.
Yeah, out of the top 7 teams, I see
Yep.
West Ham is the one that will finish
Yep.
7th. Sixth is going to be Chelsea for me.
I'd agree.
Just because I see a lot of instability and
Yes.
poor signings, and
Yes.
they've lost. Not that they've lost Lukaku since he's already been
Yeah.
lost in the team since the start of the season. I would say Chelsea might finish 6th.
No, I agree.
They don't have a reliable goal scorer.
Yeah.
And if they think Sterling is going to come and score 15 plus goals for them,
Probably
then,
not. Yeah.
that's definitely a
I
big
also
mistake.
think Chelsea, for the reasons being that they wanted another centre back, they couldn't get another centre back, so they couldn't get Kunde. I am still not convinced in terms of what their system is going to be now, because of the loss of Rudiger is huge.
Yeah, massive loss.
Yeah. Add to that,
he was the second best centre back in the
Yeah.
Premier League last season.
add to that they're losing. They've lost Christensen as well.
Yeah.
They could lose Alonso, but Cucurella is coming in apparently to replace that. We saw if their fullbacks got injured, that kind of hampered their situation. So we'll have to see, because they're very reliant on their fullbacks as well performing. Like you said, they don't really have a recognized striker as well. So Sterling, I mean, if you're going to rely on Sterling fully, I'm not really sure about that.
Yeah.
Also, new owner, I'm not sure. I mean, we've had American owners. We have American owners. We know what they're capable of. They're not going to be like Robin, putting in money whenever needed. They're not going to do any of that. So I think Chelsea are going to find that, oh, the oil well has dried up, my man. The oil well has dried up.
I think because they just bought the club,
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense for them to spend a lot of money.
again,
Business-wise.
yeah, you could say that, because they've already spent a lot.
Yeah, but next season you could say that they will definitely perform.
Assuming
way
Tuchel is
better,
still there,
and they'll definitely sign some they'll make some really good signings next season. But this season, I don't see them in the top 4.
I don't think they've done enough.
Yeah, signings.
I mean, it'll be crazy. Like, I wouldn't have thought about putting Chelsea in 6th myself before, but like with what's happening recently in preseason, Tuchel's comments as well. Also, I can't, like, if they showed a more flexible, or like not flexible, if they showed a more concrete system that they were going to play, seems like they're switching between a back 3 and a back 4.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I'm because of all
Tuchel looks like he's already given up as well.
Yeah, like all that instability, it feels like I agree with you when you said that Tuchel could potentially get sacked. Maybe at the end of the season or something, he might leave or something. I don't know.
Yeah. He might even leave before, say, March or something.
We don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I think Chelsea 6th sounds about right. Okay, now this is my turn, right? Still, okay. 5th, I'm gonna put Man United.
Yeah, I was gonna put Man United as well. But I'm gonna be a little bit biased and say,
okay, fair enough.
Look, we're performing well this season.
We are, but we haven't signed Frankie De Jong yet, man. At the time of recording, we haven't.
Yeah, but if you still play with Fred and Scott, that's gonna be a big problem.
Yeah.
But I do see us making one more good signing before the end of the transfer window. I do see us performing better than Arsenal.
Fair enough.
And Chelsea this season.
Look better.
Yeah, it look better. This whole thing will be reliable on Maguire and Sancho this season. If those two perform really well,
see,
we could end up.
You've got me to do it. This is the problem. We get deluded as fans, and we just start thinking, "Oh, we're gonna do well."
Yeah, I probably might be. I'm being a bit deluded. Saying out of nowhere.
I also agree. I think it's between us and Arsenal for 4th at the moment.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
They have improved a lot. They have made a lot of good signings. Yeah. Their players are improved their standards.
Yeah.
Odegaard has picked up good form. He's in good form.
And I think
Martinelli is in good form.
Gabriel Jesus are decent signings as well.
And Jesus would be is a really good signing for Arsenal. So yeah, they could finish 4th, but I'm going to be a little bit biased and say
fair enough. Okay, we need to caveat that and say that we're having some bias and we're adding that into consideration. If it wasn't for bias, at the moment, I would have said that we might have ended up 5th.
Yeah, that's fair enough as option. Considering our centre back partnership still isn't solidified.
Yes, although Martinez looks pretty good, but
yes, Martinez looks good.
Yeah.
If he ends up playing CDM, then our centre back is going to be who's going to be the centre back pairing.
So
like I see Maguire performing well with Varane.
Yeah.
But then because of Varane's injury,
that's the problem.
issues.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, so I'm just going to caveat this with, if we get De Jong, I think we'll finish Champions League qualification. If we don't get De Jong and we end up losing Ronaldo, if he ends up leaving, then we might end up 5th. But for now, I'll keep my bias and I'll put Arsenal in 5th and United go 4th.
Okay, yeah. Arsenal, yeah.
I'm sorry, Arsenal.
Arsenal might surprise and end up being in the top 3 team. But I'll put them 5th at the moment. It's a lot to say they might finish top 3. But we could be surprised this season.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
So I'm gonna go with Arsenal 5th.
Okay, hold on. Let me switch back to your side. So you're going with Arsenal 5th?
Yeah.
And United 4th?
Yeah.
Alright, who's your 3rd then?
Tottenham.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, see, we got to wait till the end of the video to kind of this thing. Alright, my 3rd is also, I would say, Spurs, and my 2nd would be Liverpool, and obviously champions would be City.
I'm gonna go with Liverpool.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say that.
No. See, as much as it hurts to say it,
I know.
As much as it hurts to say it, and I hope City wins. I'm saying this out now. I hope City wins, but I because of last season, and they almost lost it. They've come back to win. Not like 2-3 seasons ago, where they lost it by 1 point and they came back to win it. I see them doing the same shit again.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I just can't. I can't put Liverpool first.
I
know. Okay, wait. Okay, so I'll put City as champions and Liverpool 2nd, Spurs 3rd, United 4th. You are going to put Liverpool first?
I want to put Liverpool first.
Okay, Liverpool first.
But I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'll start praying that City wins.
I mean, I think it could be really close. I would say, I think the losses that City have just incurred in terms of some of the players they lost can impact some of the season, but I don't think it's too bad. I think the signings of Calvin Phillips, it's a backup DM when United need a DM and we're still searching for a DM.
Yeah.
They've got Alvarez, who I think is a really good signing.
Yeah, Alvarez is a really good signing.
Haaland, I think, will come
strong.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I
like Liverpool's Darwin. The more I've seen Darwin Núñez, the guy is getting on to the end of chances a lot.
Yeah. As long as they don't rely on him to pass, they could end up winning the whole thing.
So yeah, I agree with you in some way. It could happen. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see though.
I see. This is because this is Pep's last season.
Is it though?
I mean, he hasn't signed a new contract, so assuming it's his last season.
Yeah.
He might go on a mental breakdown at some point of the season. So that's one of the reasons why I'll give it to. That's why I'll give it to Liverpool this season.
Oh my god!
Like, I mean, a lot of pressure is on him.
I know a lot of. He needs to deliver the Champions League.
A lot of pressure is on him. So I see a lot of pressure behind his, like, the matches that I've seen him perform.
Yeah.
I mean, they've managed the season. You could see there's a lot of pressure behind him.
Yeah.
So at one point I do see him having a mental breakdown.
Oh my god.
And then Liverpool just taking over.
Never mind. Okay. I agree. It could be.
He's had mental breakdowns before, so.
I mean, I agree. It could be between the two of them. In terms of, I just couldn't put Liverpool first. I was thinking it, but I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I just don't want to, because we're not going to be biased over here.
No, we're not.
Except
for the fact that we just added United as 4th when we think we're going to finish 5th.
But I did give a good reason though.
Yeah.
So yeah, as much as I hate to say it,
yeah.
Yes.
All right, cool. So this is Aaron's prediction that you guys see on screen right now, and then my prediction is this. So just to go again through the podcast, I've got Bournemouth, Everton, Southampton in the relegation spots. I've got Leeds, Brentford, Fulham, Wolves, and Forest in 13 to 17, or 17 to 13, whichever way you look at it. In 8 to 12, I've got Leicester, Villa, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, and Brighton. In the Europa League qualification spots, I've got Arsenal, Chelsea, and West Ham. Champions League spots, I've got Liverpool, Spurs, and United. And then champions, I've got Manchester City. For Aravin, he has got Liverpool as champions. He's got Manchester City, Spurs, and United in the Champions League spots. Arsenal, Chelsea, and West Ham in Europa League spots. Mid-table 8 to 12, he's got Villa, Leicester, Newcastle, Brighton, Crystal Palace. Bottom half, he's got Forest, Wolves, Brentford, Southampton, and Fulham. And then in relegation, Leeds, Everton, and Bournemouth. Now, this is we'll look back at it at the end of the season and see how we did. So we have a video recording of it, but this isn't the only thing we're going to be doing this video. We are also going to be doing a match predictor series throughout the season to see how well we can predict scores. So let's start off. Let me just switch the stuff up. Okay, you've got the match prediction up on your side as well?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's got like a table as well, which maybe we can end up calculating later on and seeing how it goes. Okay, Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. What's your call?
Because since it's a away game for Arsenal,
Yeah.
I'll go 1-2 for Arsenal.
So Arsenal, okay.
Yeah,
So
Arsenal
you go Arsenal winning 2-1.
Yeah.
For me, I think we should have just done this like beforehand. Next time we'll make sure we have already written it down so that we don't change our
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 3-1 to Arsenal. Actually, looking pretty good. Actually, no, I'll go 2-0 to Arsenal. I think they'll keep a clean sheet.
Okay.
For Liverpool, I would go 4-0 to Liverpool against Fulham.
I'll go 3-0.
You got 3-all against Liverpool and Fulham. Actually, hold on. I need to switch this around.
No, not 3-all.
3-1.
No, 3-0.
3-0. Yeah, that's what I said. 3-0. Sorry, 3-0.
Not 3-all. No way. No
So
way.
it's
Fulham's
3-0,
going
yeah.
3 goals.
Oh man, if that's a 3-all game, that'll be an interesting game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Bournemouth versus Villa. Who do you see?
Oh, Aston Villa winning 2-0.
2-0. Alright. And I'm gonna go 2-1. Actually, no. Given Scott Parker's recent comments. Oh no, what have I done? I'm gonna go 2-1 to Aston Villa, Bournemouth. Wolves versus Leeds. I'm gonna go 1-all over here. For this
Yeah,
one.
I'm just gonna 1-all as well.
Okay, let me put yours up. You've gone 1-all. And Newcastle versus Forest.
I'll go Newcastle 1-0.
You've been watching too much tennis or playing too much tennis recently. It's clearly telling.
Yeah, it's definitely tennis. 1-0 for Newcastle.
1-0 for Newcastle. I am gonna go with 2-0 for Newcastle. Actually, 2-1 for Newcastle. I think Forest will score a goal. Spurs versus Southampton. I'm
3-0 for me.
You're going 3-0?
Yeah, 3-0.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go 4-0. I think this could be a big game for Southampton for Spurs. I'm going 4-0. You are gonna go 3-0. Everton versus Chelsea.
I'd say 1-1.
1-1.
1-1.
Could happen, you know. I'm gonna go 2-1 for. Sorry, I'm gonna go 1-2 basically. So Chelsea to win 2-1. Brentford versus Leicester. I'm gonna go Leicester with a 1-0 win over Brentford. Who are you going for?
I'm gonna say it's a draw 0-0.
You're gonna say draw 0-0?
Yeah.
Ooh, the first 0-0 game of game week 1. United versus Brighton.
2-0 for United.
2-0 for United.
Yeah.
I actually agree with that. I actually would go probably 2-0 as well. And then West Ham versus City, the tough one, I think, out of the game week. I'm going to go 2-1 to City. You?
I'll go. Yeah, 2-1 makes sense, but I'll pick something different. I'll go 3-1.
3-1 to City. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've gone 2-1 to Arsenal to win. You've gone Liverpool to win 3-0 against Fulham. Aston Villa to win 2-0 against Bournemouth. 1-1 draw between Leeds and Wolves. You've got a 1-0 win to Newcastle against Forest. 3-0 win to Spurs against Southampton. 1-1 draw between Everton and Chelsea. Leicester and Branford, also another draw. United to win 2-0 against Brighton. West Ham to lose to Manchester City 1-3. So City to win 3-1. And I've gone Crystal Palace to lose 2-0 to Arsenal to win 2-0 against Palace. Liverpool to win 4 against Fulham. Aston Villa to win 2-1 against Bournemouth. 1-1 draw between Leeds and Wolves. I've got Newcastle to win 2-1 against Forest. Spurs to score 4 against Southampton. Chelsea to win 2-1 against Everton. Leicester to win 1-0 against Brentford. United to win 2-0 against Brighton. And City to win 2-1 against West Ham. Okay, so in terms of scoring, do we go 1 point for correct result? And 1 point for correct scoreline? Or how do you want to how do you want to give us, like?
You can do that. 1 point for correct results and 1 point for correct scoreline. Or 2 points for correct scoreline.
2 points for correct scoreline. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 points for correct scoreline and 1 point for correct result.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's how we're gonna go. That's how we're gonna roll. We'll see next week what.
Oh, we could also do a -1 if you're far off.
What is far off?
Okay, so for Tottenham Southampton,
Yeah.
I said 3-0, right?
Yeah.
If it ends up being
1-0.
1-1,
1-0.
or if Southampton wins 1-0,
Yeah.
then that's far off, right?
Okay, we'll consider that. We'll
good.
It's gonna be a bit hard to predict that, but we'll put that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you go like an extra crazy scoreline and it just ends up being a completely opposite team winning, or it's like a 0-0 in those specific conditions.
Yeah.
So let's say even if I predict Spurs to score 4 against Southampton, and if they score only like 1 or 2, it's not.
Oh no, that's
they still win.
That's fair.
Technically.
That's fair enough.
If I predict them to like hammer a team and they draw or loss, then I get it.
Yeah, if it's a draw or it's a loss, then you get a -1.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. All right. Cool. -1 in that specific case. All right. Sweet.
Yeah.
So those are the competition rules. We'll see how we go during the season and whether we're actually good at predicting results. We'll see. But yeah, that's basically it. Any final thoughts before we end? Any final thoughts for the upcoming game week? Things that need to.
I'm keen for the Crystal Palace Arsenal match.
Yeah,
that's a good game to start off with.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully we start off. Man United starts off to a good start. I don't know. Last thing we need is a bad start and then face Liverpool in game week 3. So yeah, let's see.
Yeah,
I'm excited for the season.
Same. Actually, I am somewhat excited.
Yeah, we've got a good manager since Mourinho, so
yeah, that's it. So we'll see how he does. And yeah, optimism at the moment for the season. Let's see how long that continues.
Yeah, that's a big question. How long the optimism will continue.
So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Hit the follow button if you're on Spotify. This will be out on today, basically. But I'll be releasing it a bit later in the night. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is